Well, hello there, YouTube. Welcome to a quite windy 48 degree April the 21st. Today is Thursday. Man, that wind is probably wiping the microphones out. Oh man, is it beautiful though, and I love the wind. I think it's supposed to rain most of the day, but it sure don't look like it now. Dang. I hear them tractors running out there somewhere. I really like that. All right, let's start off with Thursday. This is becoming a thing here. Nice until right before we get to work.
I know it. Well, at least it's not pouring as hard as it was earlier.
Yeah.
So.
A few miles back there, it was coming down pretty good. Nothing like yesterday's little deluge there.
Man.
And then it turned nice again when we got home.
Yeah, which was very nice.
Yep.
We'll take that.
Well, Mama,
yes,
have yourself a wonderful Thursday.
You too, sweetie.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love ya.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Man, again, what a look, huh? Starting the day off just like I ended it. Spiders everywhere. Hot almighty. Hi there, my little friends. Welcome to the day. You know something cool? VRP, I know they do because I talk to them, but it's funny, they watch my videos. I can't go into any details, but yeah, they're helping some people out that are a little confused. So, and I can't even tell you who those people are, but anyway, that's kind of cool. In a very cool way, they're listening. That was pretty cool. And don't know any details other than some of the components will be shipping here like real quick. So they're working on this super hard. You know, it's just things beyond their control. So the you know, if you're a dealer watching this, you didn't read some recent stuff from today, which we knew this, but we built them anyway. And you don't have to build them because they're very secure in the crate. Very secure in the crate. So you can just leave them. But there's a tagging on the crate that lets you know that that it's one of the unit's missing components, which you as a dealer should know this before it even shows up. Because as soon as it ships, you can go in and look and see what components are missing. So you know before the truck even pulls into your lot what's going on with that unit. And as a ship, which I don't have, you know, I may have access to that. I think I have access to everything on Boss Web, but like the sales area, I don't. It's not my thing. I just don't go digging around in there. So, but apparently, when the parts ship, you'll see what has shipped, or maybe all has shipped. So they're being very, very transparent. That was one of the things that had me so riled the other day. Is, you know, the comments I was getting from people that, you know, maybe they should be more transparent and all this other BS. Dude, they could not, you just have no idea the links that they're going to keep us in the loop of what's going on. And, yeah, we all know. If you're a dealer, you know. If you're not paying attention, you're a knucklehead. How are you doing today? Anyway, sorry for the interruption. It was a shipping guy. The shipping receiving guy wasn't there. I hate when they do that and they come through and just about make me jump out of my skin. All right. So, yeah, you definitely need the brake fluid flushed. You know what's weird is the bottle. It's weird. It's like somebody sucked the brake fluid out of the bottle once and didn't push it through, or maybe it's just, I mean, it was dirty. It's, you know, what, 3 years old. But it seemed like what was coming out of the lines is dirtier than what was in the bottles, but it can be deceiving. But he's got the craziest belt issue ever. So, you know, usually you get a rock or something like that and it damages the belt. But his belt, it gets to a certain point and it literally almost does this little S turn. If I still had it in the air, Actually, where that's sitting right there, you might be able to see it. No, that's not the point. But there's no damage to the belt. And, you know, one of the cheater things, you use that sonic tester, and you go along and you test, and then you'll find an area where the vibration or basically it's vibration. It's the hertz of the, but they measure it in newtons, is different, which means there's a weak spot in the belt. I can't find it anywhere. This belt is absolutely perfect. There's nothing in the teeth of either pulley, because you can look up there and you can see the front one up there. And of course, you look for the dust on the pulleys. Nothing. It's completely dry, like most of them are. You know, I show those videos of the rust ones, but you know, it's like one in, I don't know, several hundred spiders that come through here that are normal customers of ours. I don't know. It's really rare, but you know, I show it to you so you guys all think they're doing it. But anyway, it's weird, the belt, and you'll watch it on the seam here, and it'll just go whoop boom, whoop boom. So, and then you watch along with a bright light and watch it, and it just has this like little S thing in it. It's not doing anything weird. I think he just noticed it. Maybe he was just kind of checking his own bike over, and the note is the belt's moving around on there. It appears to be moving around. It doesn't vibrate. It doesn't do anything weird. So I don't know whether to suggest a new belt or not. It's only got 5,000 miles on it. What's another weird thing is, how did he wear his tire that far out in 5,000 miles? I don't know. There's some oddities that just seems really weird for that tire. You remember the 2014 demo that I had? This is a 19 standard, RT standard. That 2014 I had, and we were in what was the little town we stayed at? Cortez, Colorado, and looked out there, and we had like 6,500 miles on it, and that tire was done. But back then, you know, there were several versions of the tire. They were using the tire off of the V-twins. Well, the extra torque of these things were smoking those tires. I mean, we had people as low as 4,500 miles on them. But at any rate, this is the newest tire. This is a tire, they quit changing the tires a long time ago. They finally figured out the perfect formula of getting, you know, the specs that are required for the vehicle stability control and all that stuff, and got some life out of it at the same time. So I don't know how in 5,000 miles he's at the wear bars. These are the 50% bars, and then if you look right here, you can see a dent. So it's just about to touch the wear bars. I don't know if you guys know that there's wear bars, 50% bars, wear bars, 50% bars. So he's like, I mean, several hundred miles, maybe 1,000 miles from touching the wear bars. And in the pouring rain, I'd want that to be replaced anyway. Somebody mentioned something about the direction of these tires. It is weird how BRP, but these, I guess I didn't mention that yesterday, those are car tires. They're not spider tires. You can see the car tire on the back too. It's like, yeah, whatever. I'll beat that up again. But anyway, I got to finish up doing the brakes. You know, the VCM, I think I showed you guys on the old twins. The VCM, the bleed for it is right there. I can't get both hands in here. But yeah, it's so easy to get to on the new units. You gotta love it. You know that flat rate was some insane amount of time for bleeding the brakes on the old spiders. If you guys ever did those old proprietary, wherever you got the calipers for, the front ones, you guys remember you had to unbolt them and like zip tie them at the top so that, you know, they would bleed in the correct way. It was crazy. It took hours to bleed those things. I mean, to do it correctly. Good old XPS brake fluid. I'm not using Bell Ray in the spiders. I've had that thing, I don't know how many years. It's because I can bend it, and it sucks from the bottom of the bottle and it fills fills the cups up real easy without having to take the seat off or something. You can pour the bottle in there if you want, but you're gonna make a mess. I'm not into the big cleanup. It's starting to rain out there too, that sucks. All right, let me get back at this thing. Oh, you guys remember, was that last week? Whenever it was, I had it was an RT too. It was like a 18 or 19, somewhere in there. It might have been a 19 as well. Anyway, this one had the ECM and the DPS, those same optional programming modules for this thing. I thought, well, might as well do it to this one as well. And good Lord, it took 4 complete reboots. I didn't think, and I don't know what's going on. The BMW's doing it too. BRP does it. These things scan so slow. It doesn't matter if you have the MPI-2 or the MPI-3. They just scan crazy, crazy slow. I mean, literally about to pull your hair out. Waiting for these things to finish scanning. Well, each time you do reset that thing, you know, I got to rescan it again. But anyway, this one had those codes or optional updates as well too. I was gonna look that thing up. It's in the deal. See how I get my little cup up here? I'll show you what I do here. I just have that thing running there. So I do an initial, well, I suck everything that's out of there out first, and then I push it through the lines and out by the master cylinder, and now I'll go through and do the 3 calipers, the VCM, go through that whole procedure, and gotta hook it back up and scan it again because I gotta get in there and run the pump. Yeah, brake flushes, good thing you only do them every couple of years. Although most of these things, I don't know why some seem to be breaking down quicker than others. I had one guy with a 20 or 21, and his brake fluid was black. I wasn't the one doing it, but one of the service advisors took a picture of it. He goes, "Here's this brake fluid." I'm like, what in the heck? I mean, it was black. Crazy. I don't know if that's something to do, because the F3s are in the same place. You know, it's under this cover. It's sitting right there. You got to move it out of the way to get the oil filter out. F3s are in the same spot. I don't know why. His was black. But, yeah, you got a way early brake flush. Now, one of the things, too, these caps vent. You got to be careful blasting water in here, because you can see the light right through there. Well, that vents right into the top of the diaphragm, and you can see condensation on top of that thing. See the water mix in that thing? And when you put that cap on, make sure the vents face towards the center of the bike, and don't be blasting water underneath there. You will contaminate your brake fluid. So I don't know, you know, with the new RTs, them being up there, if that gentleman had, you know, blasted at a car wash, which don't ever do that to a motorcycle. Them high pressure things are just a nightmare. But I don't know, no idea. But when it turns black like that, it's been contaminated. But I didn't ask, you know, how it came out of the lines. They just flushed the whole thing. Well, if you don't do it the way I do, them hoses going to the master cylinder so long, you can be pushing that old stuff out of there way longer than necessary. So I'm going from the master cylinder to the calipers and the VCM at this point. So anyway, let me get back to it. Y'all quit bugging me. So I'm not going to have time to vlog this, so I'm just doing it with my phone. But take a real quick rip around the block here, and that'll be it. She's all done. I'll give you a little bit. How about down the alley here? Somebody sees me doing this, I'm gonna get myself a ticket. Alright. How about this weather, huh? At the old paw, taking you guys to the post office in a while. But getting out, my leg got underneath this steering wheel, almost lock myself in here. Get all relaxed driving along in the automobile. So you guys know Bruce and his son there in Yakima. Got a little something from him.
Yes.
And something from Can-Am as well. They don't normally send stuff to my P.O. box, but they did this time. Thanks, Bruce, and thanks, Can-Am, in advance. Well, hello there, YouTube. So, from Bruce, we'll show this right. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna. I think I have an idea what to do with it, but here's how we're gonna reveal it. Kelly, turn your butt around. Check that out. Great big Indian blanket.
Isn't that cool?
How cool is that? Is that wicked or what?
That's way cool. You're sweet, Bruce.
That's so cool.
Thank you.
From Can-Am, there's something I know about it. I didn't know about this, but this is kind of a welcome aboard to the Can-Am collective thing for 22. This hat is part of that. There's a really cool book. I'll have to reveal that at some point too. That's really cool.
Awesome.
Thank you guys at Can-Am. That's really cool.
Can-Am's a cool company.
And then I got something else that I kind of know about that's coming.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you that when it shows up too.
Yes.
But anyway, it was another very, other than a flashing of an Indian, a very spider day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again today.
It was.
It was fun. Went for a ride that was too late to even put my gear and stuff on to record it. But there'll be more of those. It was so nice there at the end of the day. And
it
then
was.
Come up here, it got worse. It's been kind of doing a back and forth.
Yeah.
Work and home, two different countries.
They do
weather-wise.
not coincide.
Yeah. But anyway, I think on that, we're going to roll out.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up. And you guys have an amazing Friday or Saturday.
Also, Larry.
Yes.
I was thinking, wait a minute, there was something BMW.
Yes.
There was BMW. Larry, thank you for the little note and the little special note.
Yes.
That's very kind of you.
It is.
Your
very sweet.
R1250 RS is gonna be sick.
It is.
That's cool with the bags and stuff. I don't know if they called you yet. I'm sure you've heard by the time you see this, but I don't think they got the color thing for your rear trunk.
It's fixed now.
It's fixed.
Yeah.
Coming.
It's a coming.
All right. I don't know if you've been advised of all that. I'm sure you will by the time you watch this video. But
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you
right.
again, Larry,
Yes.
Bruce, and
Can-Am.
Can-Am.
Yes.
Can-Am
Much
on road.
appreciated all across the board.
Yeah. A lot of thank yous.
Yes.
All right. We'll see you guys
We'll
tomorrow.
see you in the morning.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.